Today's talk is called The Ghost of Solyndra. Tesla was recently announced that they're going to be opening a factory in Shanghai to service the Chinese market. This is Greg for Tesla Fan Insight. Thanks once again for joining us. If this is your first time on our channel, please take time to like and subscribe. If you're a subscribed member, welcome back and thanks for joining us again. My talk today focuses on the fact, bonjour, wie geht's? Straswice. My talk today focuses on the fact that Tesla recently announced that they're going to be, at the invitation of the Chinese, opening a factory in Shanghai. Now, this is somewhat of a compliment because the Chinese actually changed laws that require companies to have a half-owned partnership anytime they open a business in China. Tesla obviously said no, so the Chinese were so eager to try to get help addressing their pollution problems that they decided to allow Tesla to enter China without a partner, which is something hundreds of companies have been trying to get for a very long time. And they'll be in a trade-free zone in Shanghai, and they'll still have to pay a 25% tariff, but they are able to manufacture in-country. I have to admit, when I first heard about the musings of China, I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, what a nightmare. And the main reason for that sort of came up with the fact that Tesla, sometime in the last year, rented a couple of buildings that formerly were owned by a company called Solyndra. For those of you who don't know about it, Solyndra received about $550 million in government subsidies, about the same amount that Tesla received from the government. And they started manufacturing solar panels. After successfully doing so for a number of years, the Chinese lowered the price by 50%. And that pretty much ended the company. And there was a big scandal about the situation. But I see little that the management there could have done. Once the Chinese make your business a priority and they're willing to dump in order to wipe you out, I think it's very challenging to respond to that, given sort of how America's system works. So hence, when I learned that Tesla was occupying the Solyndra buildings, A and B, now developing a facility in China, I was thinking to myself, oh no, is Tesla going to follow sort of the Ghost of Solyndra path? Now, the Chinese actually have BYD, which is the largest manufacturer of lithium-ion batteries in the world, and they're heavily using Tesla patents to work on building, the largest number of EVs in the world. The compliment to Tesla is that the Chinese have been unsuccessful in developing long-range EVs consistent with the batteries in the way Tesla has. So what this then means is that I think there's a huge opportunity for Tesla to do a lot of business there, but that business doing could be at a risk. To my understanding, Tesla is not planning to open a battery factory there to support the manufacturing plant, and I doubt they will, given the potential for patent theft, etc. But I'm really, really hoping they don't, because I believe that if they do, all their technology in those buildings will be co-opted fairly quickly. Now, I think China is kind of interesting. I'm going to include some photos that I've pulled down relative to the China Tesla relationship, and there are a lot of happy users there. Hong Kong is one of the highest density Tesla locations in the world, driven by the no tax on EVs that the government did in order to reduce pollution. So I think that China has been a very good market for sales of Teslas. I'm fascinated because there's a whole bunch of companies in the U.S. and in Europe that are talking about quickly becoming a Tesla competitor and wiping out Tesla. The fact that the Chinese, who are one of the deepest pocketed central operating governments, are unable to match the performance of Tesla and are giving away a lot of capital to get Tesla to move to China is a sign of the fact that it's not that easy to simply build a battery, throw it in a car, and compete with Tesla or be effective in the EV market. So kudos to China for recognizing the quality that Tesla represents. I guess kudos to Tesla because they are going to sell more vehicles and sort of get on the mission that they have in mind. I have to admit, I've always thought that the sales to China felt kind of strange because, such a big country, they have so many already electric manufacturing companies there. But the fact that Tesla is selling and selling well is a sign that, the quality of the product is appreciated, as well as the fact that the nature of the product isn't easily replicated and available with access by the people that live there. So we'll keep you posted on any new hot developments that might be happening in this regard. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the relationship developed there doesn't end up being fatal like the one that happened with Solyndra. Look forward to what you guys might have to say about these developments. This is Greg for Tesla Fan Insight. Tschüss, macht's gut. Au revoir, la hydra haute. Hoda hafez. Please take some time to share if there's any story ideas you think we might want to consider. And have a great day and look forward to our next conversation.